This is the first time that I think we've genuinely been sort of air of expectation, mystery and excitement.
Well, it's not for me because I know what's coming out of here, but for Rob. So this is the 2014 Billy Gibbons
Reverend
gold top.
Reverend Billy Gibbons.
Reverend Billy Gibbons, which Rob has never seen or even seen a picture of.
No.
So what are you expecting to see, Rob?
A hollowed out Les Paul with 7s on it.
Anything else?
Does it come with a car?
Well, so leave it on top of the box.
Does it come with EMGs?
It doesn't come with EMGs, but it is an interesting looking guitar, so I'm kind of keen to see...
Oh, is it furry? Is it furry?
It's not furry.
Is it frilly?
No. It's not furry or frilly or any of such things, but it is this.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that, it's like a pinstripe gold job. Wowzers.
They are most definitely the thinnest strings you've ever seen.
Oh my word, they are. That's incredible.
So, we thought we'd video this for you.
Yeah, let's do that. It's a hard job, isn't it, mate?
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
Might as well be us. Greetings! Greetings, I'm Chappers.
I'm the captain!
I'm Chappers.
I'm the captain!
And I'm Chappers. And this is the Reverend Billy Gibbons' beautiful Les Paul.
It is.
And before we get into the nitty-gritty, I must apologise because this is I think, a set of 7s. Definitely not as heavy as anything like a 9. It's 8s or 7s. We don't know because the Gibson site says 10s, which is not true.
The Gibson site says 10s. These are not 10s. No. And Billy Gibbons is infamous for using very light gauge strings.
Hollowed out LP. This is extremely light and very light gauge strings. And for me, it's an alien guitar, and playing it is hard work because I'm pretty strong. It's a
special edition guitar. For Billy Gibbons. So it's based on obviously a 50s kind of gold top guitar, and it's got the traditional sort of 50s neck profile.
Yeah.
It's got the Seymour Duncan Pearly Gates humbuckers in them. It's got a pinstripe design that a guy called Rick Harris has done in conjunction with Billy Gibbons. It's missing its toggle switch, so this is, again, it just has 2 master volumes and a tone control, which kind of, if you look down here, is a bit disconcerting at first because you're going, what's going on? So you got to make sure that one of those controls is down if you only want to hear one pickup, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, so at the moment we're just using El Neckaroo, but if I bring in that one, then we're using both. The bridge. The more you get used to the gauge of string that's on it, the nicer it feels, and you get an interesting sort of view into Billy's life. No one's really going to get this for playing a clean tone with. I'm going to get it for a dirty Texan crunch. Here's a bit of Marshall JVM love. Of course, authentic Gibbons is also, aside from 7-gauge strings, hollowed out neck, hollowed out body, he also drop tunes a semitone. So I don't know if you can even imagine how the slackness of the gauge of string going on, but just to give you an example, that feels like I'm bending it a semitone.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about that kind of slack feel is that the second you add a TC Electronic Spark to your JVM,
isn't it? Because thin strings get a bad rap, don't they? Thin
Well,
strings
by some
are just,
people they do.
Well, most guitarists would associate kind of the heavier the string, the fuller the tone, the more sustain, and the trade-off
That's
is the tougher
because
they are to
everyone's
play.
dad says Stevie Ray Vaughan,
Yeah.
bass gauge strings, therefore great tone. But then Jimi Hendrix used eights and banjo strings and had great tone. And then obviously Billy Gibbons, who is the king of tone, uses very light gauge strings. You know what? It's about hands.
It's all in the hands.
Hands, amps, guitars. It doesn't really make a difference what kind of strings you use. And actually, I made a video where I demonstrated
What does
the
Yngwie
tones.
use?
He uses
Yngwie
eights.
eights as well.
Yeah, eights and sevens. I did a video comparing 12 to 56 versus eights. And the tone was different, but whether it was better or worse doesn't make... But anyway, this is about the guitar.
You see, but Stevie Ray Vaughan would have sounded different if he'd used thin strings, wouldn't he?
Well, he would have played differently.
And played different, yeah, that's true.
And Gibbons is loose. He's a loosey-goosey. He's all chilled and vibed out. And nothing is preventing him from getting where he wants to be, even at his advanced age. So he's just using what he wants and getting his tone, and I like that. It's great. But you've got to have really, really soft touch, though, to be able to play this.
I tell you what is cool. I was just saying in a previous video that we're now photographing, serial numbering, weighing, everything, all these guitars. Ooh, let me get a close-up of that as well.
Don't know.
And what I noticed on this particular guitar, now there were 300 of these guitars made, 150 aged and 150 VOS. And this is an interesting serial number because it is, if I can see the back of the headstock, please.
That's me holding it with two fingers, by the way.
That's amazing. Could you hold it with one finger?
Yeah. There you go.
Let me see the back of the headstock.
Okay.
So the back of the headstock, the serial number is 150. So this is the last...
Oh, it is the last one?
It's the last one that came off the production line.
Wow.
So there we go. 150 of 150. So that's kind of cool.
Wow, that's... That's all you want to do with it all day long, with your coffee or your beer or your whiskey, and then drive a cool car, write a wicked book about cars and guitars, and then own the world. Okay, cameras on Lee.
Okay.
And I think now you should play us some
I'll
kind of
play
Gibbons-inspired stuff.
Weird. Mahoosive neck, mega skinny strings.
Told you.
Weird. I can't even play it.
I told you, that's why I was...
really weird.
Beginning,
See, I'm a heavy...
Yeah, you're
hit
heavier than
really
me.
hard.
beginning of the video I said I have to apologise because, viewers, I was going to find this guitar hard to play, although it sounds great. Personally, I found it hard to play.
You can't do that with tens on it, can you? Okay, instantly I'm restringing all my guitars with 8-gauge strings because that's amazing. That's cool.
But can you do the classic Captain Lee kind of, sort of, if I just turn the spark off a bit, I'm just going to slightly increase the gain and the volume on the drive channel. Yeah. Can you still do your like classic Captain Lee soft picking and hard picking?
On really light strings, I must admit. The hard picking's easy.
Yeah.
But the soft picking.
Playing chords.
That doesn't feel that different, to be honest with you.
No?
In fact, it's quite nice with light strings.
Yeah.
It's just sort of.
Maybe the Reverend Billy has converted Lee.
This is great. You know what? Les Paul Marshall. It's like, why reinvent anything?
What do you think, viewers?
Anyway, this was a little short filler video that we weren't actually intending to do, just purely and simply because this guitar arrived today.
Yes.
And it's great. So
Nice.
let's put this back in its case, see if one lovely owner, lovely one of you would like to purchase it, and we'll send it to you. But I liked it. Anyway, I've been the captain.
I've been Chappers. Everything you own is going to be 8s now, isn't it?
It's just
Different feel, isn't it?
I just think it's really important not to. It's really important not to just preconceive what you might like or not like.